All right, everybody. In this final video in this tutorial series, we will create the slide for our playground. What is a playground without a slide? This will be a little bit more intricate than the one that we did on the previous video, but I think you'll find it interesting. So, pick a face that you have, or an area that is still open. I'm going to use this area right here. Grab the rectangle tool, and we're going to pull this up, say, let's measure up, say, how high can we go? So let's say 4'6", 4'6", and then we'll draw a rectangle in there. Here we're just kind of creating a little feature here, a little archway for kids to go through. We'll push this back like 1 inch. Push pull. Oops. Sometimes it's hard to, yeah, so 1 inch should be good, right? Or maybe push it back like halfway. Well, I think 1 inch is halfway. So there we go. And then we'll offset this. We'll grab the offset tool and we'll offset this in, say, 6 inches. And clean this up a bit. We will grab the bottom line and move it down to the bottom so it disappears. And then we will draw a little arch right here, maybe. Say up to the top here. Looks like that's 6 inches. And then we will heal this away, heal this edge, and then, oh, hang on, I made the arch go a little too high. So we'll make the arch go here, and not 6 inches, we'll go 5 inches. And then heal this, and pull this out to the back. And there we go, got a little arch. Let's triple click it, make it a component. We'll call it arch. Oh, you could also maybe do some fun stuff here with so we'll go into this arch here, and then we'll make this thing just a little bit more fun. I forgot that I was going to do this part. It's kind of cool though. We'll kind of do that, draw an arc over that, and then you can pull this stuff out too. Get rid of that. Makes a cool little arch thing. And then we'll delete our guides. Get rid of that. Okay, so next thing we want to do is build the actual slide. So we'll build our profile for the slide itself, the profile that we'll get that we'll use the Follow Me tool to create. So we'll create a rectangle up here. We want 6 inches wide, 6 inches. So we'll make a guide 6 inches up. Is that in the up direction? 6 inches? Yeah. So we'll make a rectangle. I want to redo that guide here real quick here. Just for my own, there we go, 6 inches, so I can see it. Was like, I think I might have inferred to the wrong edge or something, and it wasn't showing. There we go. So we'll make a face here. It doesn't matter if it's showing the blue side, the inside edge, because once we pull it, it'll all the faces will reverse correctly. And then we'll draw a couple of arcs. We'll start at the top, and we will. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll draw this up to get to the midpoint, so that's 3 inches. We'll get a guide in 2 inches on this side, 2 inches on this side, and then we'll do a little bit of an arc here. So from here to here, and then down, so it gives you kind of like a little, like maybe, how far is that? So let's go 1.5 inches, something like that. And then here we'll take the line tool, because we want these to be about exactly the same. So we'll go up 1 inch, and then draw our arc, try to get it on the tangent, so you get the blue line, so the arc turns blue. And then we'll do the same thing over here. We'll start here. We'll drop. You know what I'm not? Oh, yeah. So 1 inch. And then the arc tool. And then get it to be tangent. Boom. So that the profile looks the same. And then we'll just delete this line. And that gives us our profile. So there's our slide profile. We'll delete our guides. And now we want to draw our path for the slide to follow. So this is going to be geometry that will be deleted after all is said and done. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the draw tool and we're going to start drawing from this point right here. And we're going to go out, say, 8 inches. So we're starting back here because we kind of want the slide to go all the way back. You know what? I'm going to actually redo this just a little bit. I'm going to go back into this and pull this all the way to this back edge. So this is 2 inches thick. I think that looks a little bit better. And then we'll do this line tool. We'll draw from this point right here, go out in the red direction, and say 8 inches. All right. Next, we will draw a rectangle that will be down 3 foot 2 inches. So it'll be. I want to get it. Yeah, I want to get it in the green direction. Looks like green. Sometimes it's really hard to get this thing going the way you want it. I think that's right, but oh, you know what? We can do this easier. Make our lives a little bit easier just by drawing lines. So we'll draw a line straight down. So lock it in the up and then infer to this bottom here. Then we'll go out to the red direction, 72 inches, and then up again. And then it'll see how it's inferring back to the other point. And then we'll make this. So this is our rectangle. The reason you use a rectangle is it gives you kind of a nice little canvas surface to draw the profile for the slide on. I think it'll make sense once we actually draw the slide. So we'll draw, let's have kind of like the part where the kid spills off. So we'll draw a line 4 inches up. What that does is it breaks this line and gives us a point right here to draw another line 4 inches in. So there's 4 inches in. And that's where we'll connect up the end of it. So this is kind of like the little very end of the slide. So we'll take our 2-point arc. We'll start here. And we'll go somewhere in the middle, like right here. And then kind of curve it up a little bit. And then we'll start here, attach it to the end here. And then we want to find a place where it's tangent at that vertex. So let's have it. I want it to be tangent at this vertex, which I think is right there. Nope, that wasn't it. I want it tangent at the midpoint vertex because that's the smoother ride. There it is. So yeah, that looks good. And then we'll draw just a little tiny arc right here. We'll say we'll go in 1 inch here. We'll go down 1 inch here, and we'll have a little arch coming off here. Yeah, just to kind of spit the kid out. And then we'll delete all of our lines. Delete this line, delete this line, delete this line. All the geometry we won't be needing. This vertical line and this horizontal line. So there's our profile for the slide. That's what this shape right here, this series of arches right here will follow this line all the way down. And we'll see how that looks. So we're going to grab it, triple click it. We don't have get the follow me tool. Now what's interesting, since this line actually goes all the way back to here, this surface will actually go all the way back. It'll extend in both directions to follow this path, which is a really neat property. So once again, we'll select the path that we're following. Let's delete our guides. Select our path, triple click, grab the follow me tool, and then click on this face. And then boom. It might give you this error. I'm not really sure why it gave me that error. It still drew it. It still looks good. Looks fine. Unexpected results may occur. And delete all guides. And then we'll just grab this thing. I wonder if that error is going to go away. Well, no matter. The slide is good. So I'm just going to, hold on. I'm just going to reload the file so that we can look at this again. what it was it was because the line here extended back to here. That's what created the error message. But I mean, it still works. It works fine. It looks good. The problem, the issue that I had was that error message wasn't going away, and I had to actually close my SketchUp window and then reload the file to make it work. So anyway, there it is, and I actually like the result. The slide looks good. And here's one thing you can do is you can take the slide, well, triple click it, make it a component, call it a slide, and then we can take it and select the arch 2 and make yet another component and call it slide component. Or something along those lines. And what that can allow us to do is some really cool stuff, like we can take and move this slide, move, boom, hit Control to copy it, and then copy it to here, and then take the rotate tool, boom, try to get it to, there we go, and then we'll rotate the whole thing. Why won't it rotate? Yeah, there we go. Rotate it 180 degrees. Looks like we gotta just move it back just a little bit, and then we can reset it in on another face. So you have this whole slide component that can get copied endlessly, or you can add it to your own personal component drawer. I think you can create a component library in SketchUp Pro anyway. Anyway, there we have it. What I'd like you to do is add any other embellishments you want, add some materials, make it look cool, you know, add some colors, and then file, download it as a SketchUp 2021 file, and then submit it to Canvas. And we'll see you in class.